Hello everyone, good evening. The today's concept is how to draw root locus as well as inverse root locus. The inverse root locus is also called as complementary root locus. Actually, many people are explaining root locus concept. Only some people are explaining inverse root locus concept. Therefore, I will explain you the clear difference between how to construct root locus and how to construct inverse root locus. Root locus, first, what is meant by definition of root locus is root locus definition is locus means path, simple definition. Locus means path, root means closed loop pole. That means it is a path of closed loop pole. When gain is variable from 0 to infinity is called root locus. All these things I will not explain because everybody will explain all these things. What is the speciality of our today's class is how to identify the question, given question is root locus question or inverse root locus question. Sometimes they will give question is draw the root locus of the given open loop transfer function is k into e power minus st by s into s plus 1. This will be the question. We know the shortcut to draw the root locus is every root locus branch starts at a pole and ends at 0, or every root locus branch is departs at pole, arrival to 0. Departing means leaving, arrival means coming. That's it. This is the shortcut. But whenever they given transportation lag or dead time of a given open loop system, that e power minus st can be written as 1 minus st plus s square plus t square by 2 factorial minus and so on up to infinite. Therefore, higher order powers is ignored. If you are not ignoring higher order powers, we are unable to construct the root locus for this infinite series. This is more powerful in frequency response. Tomorrow in tomorrow class definitely I will explain the power of frequency response with respect to same signal. Therefore, for approximate discussion, e power minus st I am replacing it as k into 1 minus st divided by s into s plus 1. Let us assume t is given 1 second. Therefore, e power minus s become 1 minus s. So, this can be written as k into 1 minus s divided by s into s plus 1. So, they will give this kind of question and they will ask draw the root locus. This is kind of confusing the student behavior. So, question is k into 1 minus s upon s into s plus 1. They will ask the question draw the root locus. Simply they will ask draw the root locus. Now, many students will think that the question is related to root locus. They will start applying root locus principles. They will not use inverse root locus principles. 100% you will get a negative answers. So, root locus is using negative feedback principle. Inverse root locus is using positive feedback principle. In negative feedback principle, characteristic equation is 1 plus gs into hs equal to 0, and a positive feedback principle characteristic equation is 1 minus gs into hs equal to 0. From this, gs into hs is 1, which is nothing but reference point. The reference point is 1, angle of this reference point is 0 degree, and here the reference point is minus 1, and the reference point lies on negative real axis. Angle of this one is 180 degree. If you go anti-clockwise or clockwise, it is minus 180. I can say root locus is following 180 degree principle, inverse root locus is following 0 degree principle, and in root locus k varies from 0 to infinity, positive value of k. Inverse root locus k varies from 0 to minus infinity. It is inverse root locus is negative values of k. So, even though they given question like this, if they are asking draw the root locus, first s is not negative, therefore convert that s into positive, take minus common. Whenever you take minus common, that minus k into s minus 1 by s into s plus 1. This system is called non-minimum phase system. This we will discuss in case of polar plot and Nyquist plot. Now, whenever there is a negative k, means that question is related to inverse root locus. ఈ విధంగా ఈ మధ్య స్టూడెంట్స్ ని కన్ఫ్యూజ్ చేస్తున్నారు ఎగ్జామ్స్ లో. ఈ కన్ఫ్యూజన్స్ అన్నీ పోవాలంటే మీరు సాయి మీద కోటికి రండి. 100% we will make you clear. Controls to me is 100% out of will get the marks. That is our promise. సాయి మీద కోటికి వస్తే మీకు ఇవన్నీ పాసిబుల్ అవుతాయి. Now whenever they are given minus s means take minus common, that is negative value of k, which means this concept is inverse root locus. So next step is just locate the poles. One pole is at origin, other pole is at -1. Next 0 is at s is equal to 1, that is 0 is here. Root locus exists for odd multiples 1, 2, 3. To the right side of this section there are 3 even odd number root locus exists here. To the right side of this section even number inverse root locus exists here. To the right side of this section odd number root locus exists here. To the right side of this even, that is nothing but inverse root locus. For odd number or odd principles root locus exists. For even principles inverse root locus exists. Therefore the question is related to inverse root locus. So we have to eliminate root locus concept. We have to eliminate root locus. We have to use this path and this path. Inverse root locus also start at pole and the 0 is this side. Therefore the poles are moving in the complex plane and reaches to here. This become breaking point. One pole is ends at this 0, another pole ends at infinity, because one more 0 you are assuming at infinity. This is the way we have to solve the questions. If you draw root locus for this question, 100% negative, that option also there, 100% you will get the negative marks. Definitely future is collapsed. But whenever they given root locus means the question is not related to root locus, immediately we have to identify it is negative value of k. The question is related to inverse root locus. They are confusing you. They want to eliminate you from the competition, but you can't. In case of SAIMEDHA KOTI, if you trained, it is not possible. 100% you are in the competition. You will win the game. Believe me. And try to follow the questions like this. So whenever any negative value of s is appears, that is inverse root locus. If positive value of s appears, that is root locus. That is a final discussion related to inverse root locus and root locus. And depth of these discussions, if you require, definitely join in SAIMEDHA KOTI. 100% will enjoy the control system. Thank you. Bye.